Is the golden age of your marriage feeling more like a tarnished memory? Do fleeting moments of affection now share space with simmering resentment? It's a reality many women face as years advance, a silent struggle impacting their mental well-being and psychological equilibrium. This isn't about pointing fingers, but unveiling the often unspoken dynamics that erode marital bliss over time. Imagine understanding the subtle shifts in your relationship, knowing precisely what triggers those unwelcome feelings. The insights presented can empower you to identify those corrosive elements and prevent them from further damaging your emotional health. Uncover the 7 critical reasons why resentment may be creeping into your marriage, and more importantly, learn actionable strategies to address each one. Discover how unmet expectations, unspoken needs, and unresolved conflicts can fester, affecting your overall psychological health and well-being. Explore practical techniques to rekindle emotional intimacy, improve communication, and foster a deeper connection with your partner. These insights are not just about saving a marriage. They're about safeguarding your emotional and mental health, ensuring these senior years are filled with joy, companionship, and genuine fulfillment. Prepare to reclaim the happiness you deserve. As we navigate the complexities of aging, relationships often face unforeseen challenges. What was once a source of comfort and support can, over time, become strained by evolving needs, shifting roles, and the inevitable impact of life's stressors. This is where understanding the intersection of marital resentment and mental health becomes crucial, particularly for women. Unresolved resentment acts as a silent saboteur, negatively affecting emotional well-being, increasing stress levels, and even contributing to symptoms of anxiety and depression. Ignoring these feelings can lead to a decline in overall psychological health, impacting not only the marriage but also individual happiness and fulfillment. Imagine a scenario where a wife feels increasingly burdened by caregiving responsibilities, leading to a sense of isolation and a loss of personal identity. This can manifest as resentment towards her husband, not necessarily out of malice, but from a deep-seated need for support, recognition, and shared responsibility. These feelings, if left unaddressed, can create a chasm that widens over time. Therefore, exploring the underlying psychological factors contributing to resentment in aging marriages isn't merely about improving the relationship, it's fundamentally about preserving mental and emotional health. Addressing these issues head-on can lead to greater self-awareness, healthier communication, and ultimately a more fulfilling and balanced life for both partners. Potential visual aid: a graphic illustrating the cyclical relationship between resentment, mental health, and marital satisfaction. Ready to transform your marriage and mental well-being? Share your experiences and questions in the comments below to connect with others facing similar challenges. Your insights can help build a supportive community. Subscribe now for more wisdom and practical solutions to thrive in your senior years. Together, let's build a brighter future. Let's delve into practical strategies for understanding and addressing resentment. First, acknowledge the feelings. Resentment thrives in silence, so honesty, first with yourself, is key. Keep a journal to identify specific triggers and patterns in your interactions. Next, communicate. Schedule dedicated, uninterrupted time to discuss concerns. Use "I feel" statements to express emotions without blaming. For example, instead of "you never help," try "I feel overwhelmed when I handle all household chores." Third, seek empathy. Attempt to see situations from your partner's perspective. Understand their challenges, fears, and unmet needs. Perhaps his withdrawal stems from feeling inadequate or overwhelmed himself. Fourth, create a collaborative action plan. Identify specific areas for improvement and develop shared goals. This might involve redistributing household tasks, scheduling regular date nights, or attending couples counseling. Fifth, prioritize self-care. Addressing resentment also requires attending to your own emotional and physical well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy, reduce stress, and promote a sense of personal fulfillment. Finally, celebrate small victories. Acknowledge and appreciate even minor improvements in communication, cooperation, and emotional connection. This reinforces positive behavior and motivates continued progress. The urgency of addressing resentment in aging marriages stems from a confluence of factors making it a critical issue now. Firstly, longer lifespans mean couples are spending more years together, increasing the potential for accumulated resentment to erode well-being. Secondly, the societal shift towards greater openness about mental health encourages us to confront previously unspoken marital difficulties. The core problem is the silent suffering of women who often prioritize their partner's needs, neglecting their own emotional health until resentment reaches a breaking point. This can lead to increased rates of depression, anxiety, and feelings of isolation in later life. Consider the trend of gray divorce, which is on the rise. While not always caused by resentment alone, it underscores the growing dissatisfaction and unmet needs within long-term marriages. Understanding the 7 key reasons empowers women to proactively address these issues before they lead to irreversible damage. Ignoring this knowledge gap contributes to a cycle of unhappiness, impacting not only the couple but also their families. By tackling resentment head-on, we can promote healthier, more fulfilling relationships, contributing to improved mental health and greater overall well-being during the senior years. This information isn't just valuable, it's essential for thriving in later life. Understanding the roots of resentment requires grasping a few key psychological concepts. Firstly, attachment theory highlights our deep-seated need for connection and security in relationships. When these needs are consistently unmet, resentment can arise. Secondly, cognitive distortions, negative thought patterns, can exacerbate feelings of resentment. For example, mind reading, assuming you know what your partner is thinking, or catastrophizing, exaggerating the severity of a situation, can fuel conflict. Thirdly, communication styles play a crucial role. Passive-aggressive communication, characterized by indirect expressions of anger, can breed resentment over time. Assertive communication, on the other hand, involves expressing your needs and feelings clearly and respectfully. Are you using assertive communication? Consider the concept of emotional labor, the often unrecognized effort of managing emotions and maintaining relationships. When one partner consistently bears the brunt of this labor, it can lead to resentment. Finally, unresolved grief or trauma can manifest as resentment in unexpected ways. Past hurts or losses can create emotional barriers that hinder intimacy and communication. Potential visual aid. A diagram illustrating the interplay between attachment needs, cognitive distortions, communication styles, and emotional labor in the development of resentment. Understanding these core concepts is vital for dismantling resentment and building a stronger, more fulfilling relationship. Applying these concepts requires mindful effort and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. One practical strategy is to actively challenge cognitive distortions. When you catch yourself thinking negatively about your partner, question the evidence supporting that thought. Is it based on facts or assumptions? Another strategy is to practice empathetic listening. When your partner is speaking, focus on understanding their perspective without interrupting or judging. Reflect back what you hear to ensure you're on the same page. However, challenges are inevitable. One common obstacle is defensiveness. Both partners may resist acknowledging their role in perpetuating resentment. To overcome this, focus on taking responsibility for your own actions and emotions, rather than blaming your partner. Another challenge is a lack of communication skills. Consider attending a communication workshop or seeking couples counseling to learn effective strategies for expressing your needs and resolving conflicts. Remember, progress takes time and patience. Don't get discouraged by setbacks. Celebrate small victories and focus on building a stronger, more compassionate connection with your partner. It's about progress, not perfection. Beyond basic communication, advanced strategies involve reframing your perspective on the relationship. This entails recognizing that resentment often stems from unmet expectations and adjusting those expectations to align with reality. This isn't about lowering standards, but about fostering realistic optimism. Consider the case of a couple where the wife resented her husband's lack of involvement in household chores after retirement. Through therapy, they discovered that her expectation of him becoming an equal partner in domestic tasks was unrealistic, given his lifelong habits. Instead, they negotiated a compromise where he took on specific, manageable tasks that aligned with his abilities and interests, reducing her resentment and fostering a sense of shared responsibility. Expert opinions often emphasize the importance of cultivating a sense of gratitude within the relationship. Regularly expressing appreciation for your partner's positive qualities and actions can counterbalance negative feelings and strengthen emotional bonds. This shift in perspective requires conscious effort, but the rewards are significant. Research consistently demonstrates the detrimental effects of unresolved resentment on both physical and mental health. Studies published in the Journal of Marriage and Family have linked chronic resentment to increased levels of stress hormones, weakened immune function, and a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. Data from the National Institute on Aging reveals a strong correlation between marital satisfaction and overall well-being in older adults. Individuals in happy, supportive relationships tend to live longer, healthier lives. Expert opinions from relationship therapists, like Dr. Sue Johnson, author of Hold Me Tight, emphasize the importance of creating secure emotional bonds within marriage. When couples feel safe and connected, they are better equipped to navigate challenges and resolve conflicts constructively. Anecdotal evidence from countless couples who have successfully overcome resentment highlights the transformative power of open communication, empathy, and a willingness to seek professional help when needed. One compelling statistic shows that couples who attend relationship counseling report a 70% improvement in communication skills. Understanding and addressing resentment isn't just about saving a marriage. It's about safeguarding your health and well-being. The evidence is clear. Investing in your relationship is an investment in your future. Many women grapple with the question, is it too late to fix things? The answer, overwhelmingly, is no. While deeply entrenched resentment requires effort, change is always possible with commitment from both partners. Remember, even small steps forward can create a ripple effect, leading to significant improvements over time. Another common doubt is whether confronting resentment will create more conflict. While initial conversations may be challenging, avoiding the issue only allows it to fester. Open, honest communication, guided by empathy and respect, is essential for breaking the cycle of negativity. Think of it like lancing a boil, uncomfortable at first, but necessary for healing. Experts often emphasize that successful relationships are not defined by the absence of conflict, but by the ability to manage it constructively. Did you know that studies show couples who argue well, meaning they listen, validate each other's feelings, and seek compromise, actually have stronger, more resilient relationships? Ultimately, addressing resentment is an act of self-care and a commitment to a healthier, happier future. Let's recap. We've explored 7 key reasons why women may resent their husbands as they age, from unequal division of labor to unresolved conflicts. We've also uncovered practical strategies for addressing these issues, including open communication, empathy, and seeking professional help. The benefits of applying these insights are profound. A healthier, more fulfilling relationship translates to improved mental and physical health, reduced stress, and a greater sense of overall well-being. So, what are your next steps? First, identify the specific areas of resentment in your relationship. Second, initiate an honest and open conversation with your partner, focusing on expressing your needs and listening to theirs. Third, commit to implementing at least one actionable strategy, such as scheduling regular date nights or attending couples counseling. Remember, transforming your relationship is a journey, not a destination. Be patient, persistent, and celebrate small victories along the way. For further support, consider joining our online community to share your experiences and learn from others. Your journey to a happier, healthier marriage starts now. As you begin this transformative journey toward healing and strengthened connection, remember that surfacing resentment isn't a dead end. Instead, recognize it as a vital signal, urging you to honestly reevaluate and proactively reinvest in your marital bond. It's a powerful opportunity to rediscover the enduring love, unwavering support, and irreplaceable companionship that first united you. Consider it a pathway to reignite the initial spark. Ultimately, the profound quality of your marriage casts a long shadow, significantly shaping the very quality of your life, particularly as you navigate the complexities and unique challenges of the senior years. By courageously addressing resentment head-on, you're not merely striving to improve your relationship dynamics, you're actively safeguarding your mental and emotional well-being, proactively securing a brighter, more fulfilling future brimming with shared joy, deep connection, and lasting unconditional love. Take the next step. Explore further resources that delve into the intricacies of healthy communication patterns, effective conflict resolution strategies, and the art of consistently building and nurturing profound emotional intimacy. The rewarding path to a truly thriving and resilient marriage is a continuous lifelong journey, marked by ongoing learning, mutual growth, unwavering understanding, profound compassion, and a constantly renewed and deepening connection with the one you love. Embrace the journey.